is the hottest radio station.
Broadcasting live. We're available on all app stores. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
You're tuned into the Interstate Live with Elena Sanders, bringing you all the hits and so much more. Now let's get started.
And we did this song called A Wham Dance. Now I'm gonna show
What's
you how
happening
it
with you?
goes.
It's DJ Roll 504, introducing to the world Cupid, the dance party king, and Mystical. Everybody get up and do the wham dance.
Front, and go back, and go left, and go right, and go front, back, side. Let me see you do this dance one time. Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. What you say? Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. What you say? Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. Come on, hey!
Hit him with the wham. 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 Hit him with the wham.
Walk around like you got a little money. Walk around like they can't tell you nothing. Walk around like you're feeling yourself. You don't need nobody else. Walk around like an old school Mac. Sunroof with a diamond in the back. Walk around with your handkerchief up in the air like you don't care. Walk around like you're just too clean. Second line down in New Orleans. Another dance for my people to do. They all started way down in the booth. Where the bass drum, where the tuba at, where the trombone, where the party at. I'm talking right here. We about to go ham. Brand new dance. It's called the wham dance. Go front and go back and go left and go right and go front, back, side. Let me see you do this dance one time. Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. What you say? Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. What you say? Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. Come on, hey!
Hit him with the wham. 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 Hit him with the wham.
Shake that, don't break that. Light brown skin looking like a paper bag. She throwing that like a quarterback. A friend blocking that like a cornerback. So I turned around and started dancing with Ray. Rolling on the floor and screaming, go ahead. Like a dog, I was humping her leg. Doing the kind of moves that we be using in bed. I said, forget the small talk, baby, what's up? She said, yeah, you're kinda cute, but I'm in here with her. I sidestepped and started getting it with black. I was throwing it at her, she was throwing it back. I wanted to pick up, but I ain't gonna hurt my back. She was about 220, but I ain't calling her fat. I said, big girl, won't you bag it up? No, seriously, back up off me, something, stop pushing me, you're squishing me. Go front, and go back, and go left, and go right, and go front, back, side. Let me see you do this dance one time. Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. What you say? Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. What you say? Everybody do the wham dance. Everybody do the wham dance. Come on, hey!
Hit him with the wham. 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 Hit him with the wham.
You're still tuning to Interstate Live with your girl Elena Sanders. Thank you so much for tuning in to us. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay locked. We'll be right back after these messages.
Your number one hit station in town.
Hey guys, it's Elena. Did I also tell you that I'm a textbook author? Yeah, I am. I wrote the first college textbook for social media marketing through Pearson Education. But the issue with that, it was only for higher education. And guess what? It was over $100. But don't worry about that. I just wrote the second edition that is for everyone. It's a guide for the business professional called Marketing Through the Social Media, and you can get it under $100. It comes with many different apps, as well as you can utilize for your business, as well as many different videos to show you how to do it, to walking through steps and guides, all right there at your fingertips to help you manage your business by utilizing social media and becoming successful. Log on to ElenaSanders.com and get your copy today. Again, that's ElenaSanders.com and get your copy today. See you soon. If you're like me, finding a place to eat is never an easy thing to do. Whether I'm in my home state of Louisiana or traveling, I always find myself wishing I had a trusted friend that would say, Elena, here's a place to eat, that can tell me exactly where to go. Now, the infatuation is that trusted friend. The infatuation helps you find the right restaurant for any situation. Need a place for a first date? Trying to find a spot for your birthday that you said you really did not want to celebrate, but you know you do? The infatuation has you covering all these situations and many, many more. So if you ever need to find a place to eat, but don't want to read through the thousands of unreliable crowdsourced reviews, hit up theinfatuation.com or download their free app for iOS and Android to search thousands of restaurant reviews and guides in 22 major cities around the world. Or let the infatuation do all the work for you by sending a text to 64560. That's 64560. A real person will respond to help you find a restaurant that's perfect for whatever situation you find yourself in. That's infatuation.
It's a special guest on Interstate Live with Elena Sanders. Tune in now.
You sit tuned into Interstate Live right here with your girl Elena Sanders on 101.9, giving you the news you can use and the music you want to listen to while you're cruising down the interstate. It is exciting to hear him today, and welcome to the show, Mr. Randrick Chance. How you doing?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. It's good to be with you this afternoon.
Yes. So tell us a lot about your books, and well, first, just tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, awesome. Again, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be with you guys. And we are doing well here, actually, in Texas. So a little bit about me. I was in the military for 7 years, 7 months on the dot. When I got out of the military, I was looking for opportunities, and I found that actually I had all the opportunities right between my head, in my brain.
Oh, wow.
We began writing, publishing books, and then teaching others how to write their books, and from their books they can launch products, programs, and services online.
That is awesome. So what made you write these specific books? Like, what sparked your interest, or what was the need for writing these books?
Well, for two reasons. One of the things I wanted to do when I got out of the military was actually help veterans to be able to transition. So I wrote a book called Transition to Civilian Life with Confidence, which was like a 90-day strategy to help them launch a career using the military training and experiences that we've had. And so from that, because I know it was difficult for people transitioning, but then what I realized is the same challenges that military folks have is the same thing that anybody really has who wants to transition from maybe their regular job or be able to find a side opportunities to make some extra income, pay off debt, those kind of things. So I said, okay, well, let me expand from there, and I found a wider audience by being able to actually do that.
And you know, that's interesting you speak about that. One of the things that I always talk about military men transitioning, there's not enough out there, or they don't know about the resources that is available to them. And it's really saddening to see once they get out of the military that they are not taken care of as these men that men and women risk their lives for us here, risk the whole country, put their families on the back burner, and put the country first. And there was nothing when they came back for them.
Yeah, that is true, and it's unfortunate. I mean, we do get these transition assistance classes, but they definitely just like scratch the surface. So, yeah, I think anyone out there listening right now, if you're a veteran, been in the military, out of the military, whatever it may be, we really appreciate you guys. And but there are resources out there, especially if you look in the online world. There are many things that you can do with your knowledge, with your expertise, to be able to launch a lucrative career business.
That is awesome. So, in regards to your books, are you former military? Am I correct, or I'm not correct?
Yeah, former. I was in the Navy.
Okay. And so with you being in the Navy and I'm being a civilian, so of course I'm going to ask questions that you can't answer. So I know that's something that you can't. Was there something that you went through and that you saw was a need in regards to our military men out there that sparked you to write this book and wanted to help them?
Well, one of the challenges, of course, like you said, when you transition, the first thing is actually transitioning is difficult because there are some people who actually want to transition, but they worry about how am I going to replace the military income, how will I actually fit in the civilian world, especially if you've been in for a little moment. And so that right there, it baffles many people because I do have friends even up to this day who are still in the service. They do want to transition, but that fear is hard for them to pretty much get over that fear. But what I found and realized is I actually have a co-worker of mine. His name is Dr. William Villanueva, and he actually, his dissertation, he did his doctorate degree in leadership, strategic leadership. But one of the things that he found, he was actually showing how corporations, businesses of any size, can actually benefit from those who are in the military, and it's actually a strategic advantage to hire military veterans. So there are opportunities out there. I think part of it, and that would help in the transition process, if we would be schooled and educated in the fact that we are in demand and not necessarily like, hey, you're going to go out there, it's going to be all bleak or dark. No. We have a lot to offer.
And you wrote a book called Strategy Secrets, the most effective success strategies you ever need to achieve greatness in your life and your career. Talk a little bit about this book.
Yeah, this book was actually, this one just came out in the summer. And what I love about this, one of the challenges, I like to keep things simple, right? That's one thing they used to tell us, right? Keep it simple, right? And as a matter of fact, my supervisor always used to tell us, listen, if you're doing it hard, you're doing it wrong.
Right,
so
right.
Success, we have so many definitions of it, but actually it just boils down to some key things. So in this book, I actually wrote like 40 chapters. They're very short. You can pretty much get through this book in 1 week. But it deals with different things. For example, how do Spartans seize opportunities, 7 signs that you've outgrown your current job or business, things about why we don't need to have everyone's permission to succeed. Success is predictable, and so also is failure. So this book goes into how to be successful, but with the idea that we can become great, because if we achieve to the highest level that is possible for us, then we can make a lasting impact. We can impact other people, and we can actually leave a legacy. So that's kind of what I want readers of this book to take away. It's not simply success in the moment. It's really achieving and becoming your best so that your influence now can be felt. Maybe you are giving back to the community. Maybe you are mentoring other young men or women out there. Maybe you are helping businesses like, people who retire from and they join SCORE. They are able to actually, continue their legacy by imparting to new business owners. So that's the kind of thing that book covers.
Now, in this book, you said, as you also mentioned a little bit earlier, you said that there are 7 signs you've outgrown your current job, business, or ministry. Now, that is the issue that many people have today. They stay on jobs for a long period of time. They become stagnant, but they are miserable. So can you just give us, I don't want you to give the whole book away because you want them to go buy the book, but can you just give us a little bit of the signs, or maybe share 2 or 3 of the signs that means that you have outgrown your current job, career, business, or ministry?
And you know what? And that was actually for me, really, because those were the exact things that I noticed I was going through. For example, one is you kind of start hitting Mondays. You know what I mean? When Sunday rolls around, we're watching the football game and those different things. But there's that, stuff in your stomach that tomorrow you got to go back on that grind. Another thing is that you no longer feel challenged or motivated. When we join, jobs at sometimes, we're excited in the beginning, but maybe over a year or 2 or sometime, longer, you kind of feel that there's something more you can do, or the job has become easy, or you might have hit the glass ceiling.
Right.
Like one one nonprofit I worked with when I got out the military. It was beautiful. It was great. I enjoyed it. I did it for 7 years. But after a while, there was no upward mobility. There was really nothing more that I could do per se. So I really wasn't challenged anymore. I wasn't motivated, and so therefore I needed to actually, do something different. Another thing is that you now have a different vision or purpose. Let's say, for example, you might be in the healthcare field, which is a great, awesome field, right?
Right.
But, for a while, let's say you want to get into speaking, motivational speaking or business speaking or coaching or something like that, So it's not necessarily anything wrong with your current job or business or ministry, whatever you're into. It's just that right now, for this season or stage in your life, you have a new purpose. You have a new thing that is pulling you. And so it is good to align yourself now with a new organization, a new set of people that are now in harmony with the new vision and purpose that you have for your life.
And that's interesting you said that. You said a new organization and a new set of people. And what you speaking on that, a lot of times we don't realize when we have also outgrown people, and or they're not meant to go with us to the next level, especially when we have outgrown out. Like you said, it also relates to you outgrowing your job, your ministry, and your business. And sometimes the people that you're with at a certain level, you outgrow them. So is that also speaking on that aspect as well?
Oh, for sure. You hit it on the head right there. And that's tough sometimes because we do wish we can take everybody with us or, some of the close friends we may have had. But you're right. To go into the next season or the next location, you have to, I like the story, and that's why I put ministry there because, of course, it speaks to ministry people as well. But there is a story, in the biblical narrative about, the Exodus experience. And so I like that story because it speaks so much. They could not get into the promised land if they wanted to stay in Egypt. Like, you have to let go of Egypt before you can get over to the promised land. So sometimes you want to go to the next level in your life, but you have to let go. Going to a new location means you have to let go of the old. Up-leveling with new sets of people, new sets of skills, it means you have to let go of the old sometimes. It doesn't, and like I said, it's not necessarily that those people are even bad or whatever. It's just that they're not where you are at this moment.
Wow,
and they don't fit
awesome.
that new business. And so if you take them with the new vision, it can actually end up hurting what you're trying to do at this time.
That is awesome that you said that, and sometimes it could be family. And that's amazing. For those who tune in, I'm talking to Randrick Chance, or just Chance, U.S. Navy veteran, pastor, lifestyle coach, and implementation strategist. He's written multiple books, as we would say, 10 books, and the ones that I'm talking about now. And the one that I'm definitely interested in is monetizing your career. Can you tell us a little bit about that in regards to that book? How can we monetize on our careers?
Alrighty, so monetize your skills is really the pivotal work right now that everyone is interested in. Let me give you a little quick background on how that came about actually. I was doing a master's degree in project management, all right? And so I didn't want to do a thesis at the end of the course. I wanted to do a project because what I had noticed is I just, in the military, I used to dabble with the internet and stuff like that. But I began noticing so many different people were making 6 and 7 figures on the internet. I'm not talking about crazy stuff.
Yes, most definitely, yes.
Their own skills, their careers. Like, they were doing things that they were doing on their job, but now they're just doing it on their own, leveraging the power of the internet. And so I actually had to go to the president of the university to ask him. I said, listen, this is a trend that I'm noticing, and, I really would like to be able to help to offer university students an opportunity that is not, because many people at that time when I was doing that, the science was saying and all the research and everything, a lot of people graduate and they can't find jobs and so forth. So I'm like, okay, why not show them another path? So I studied over 110 different people who were making 6 and 7 figures using primarily the internet and mobile technology. And I interviewed several of them, and that's what I featured in my research. Well, it did very well. I mean, I got a 4.0 GPA graduating from the master's program. And so I decided, listen, I'm going to actually put this in a book and send it out to the world. So I did a small test. I actually made a simple blog post. I was just going to sell the interviews, right? and give the people the interviews just so they can listen and get something out of it. And so I sold it. I say, okay, get it for $49 first. Then people bought. Then I said 97. Then someone even from New Zealand bought it. And I'm like,
wow.
Okay, people really interested in this thing. So I raised the price again to $4.97, and of course I added more things and I took out all the academic kind of sound and language, and so I've expanded it since. And actually by doing that, when I raised the price to $4.97, I actually end up making back all the money that I had spent for the master's degree. So technically, even though the military was helping me, but technically it was like I paid nothing for the degree, because exactly what the degree cost me, even before the full course was put together, I had actually remade my money by just selling all of this research information, because people really gel with the knowledge that's in there.
That is awesome. And the internet now, with social media itself, monetizing off of social media is like a big thing, whether it's on YouTube, and some of your Instagrammers are monetizing from that. And also the new thing is your influencers, where a lot of companies call, I'm an Amazon influencer. Amazon reached out to me to be an influencer. And so that is where the money is. And with you speaking on that, I think a lot of people are starting to realize that, because now you're starting to see more entrepreneurs. Do you actually mentor those who want to become entrepreneurs, or how to get into it? Because a lot of people don't even talk about the pros and the cons of that.
Yes, and that's one of the things we do definitely at monetizeyourskills.com. What we do is we help you, we give you a 7-step process for going through the whole thing, how to, discover your own unique gifts and talents, and how you can find an audience that will fit those gifts and talents, and then you develop a product, program, or a service that you can offer to people. And then step 4 is technically, now let's deliver it to them. The last 3 steps, you only really need 4 steps, but the last 3 steps is for those who want to scale, like you're doing very well, like you want to scale up to six figures or 7 figures. And so those are some things you got to do. But you're right, influencers out there is one of the big things. Actually, Rosalie McInerney, who did the foreword on this book, Monetize Your Skills, she's actually a nurse.
Oh,
and
wow.
She wanted to get into the online stuff. She had young kids at that time, and she was like, listen, it was terrible, having to leave her kids at home. So she asked her husband, can she do something online? And so, she started out, doing like affiliate marketing, but then she got into e-commerce, and influencer marketing is what she did. She struggled for the first year or so, but after she figured out this influencer thing, just contacted influencers who give her like a shout out or repost or retweet her thing. She was able to make over $30,000 in 1 month.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, no joke. Yeah, she's in that book. I just interviewed one of my good friends not too long ago as well, Aaron Delizensky. He was also in the Navy. He got out of the Navy, and also he wanted to start an online business. He was reading books like, by Robert Kiyosaki and others. So he caught the entrepreneurial bug, and he was doing very well. I mean, this dude was making like $95,000. That's a good income. But then, just like most people, those signs there that you outgrown your job and it wasn't motivating and so forth, he wanted that freedom. And so he started an online business as well. I went to a workshop with him personally. And so, for the first 8 months or so, he was struggling again, just like everybody, right? You're learning something new. But then he figured out Facebook advertising, Facebook marketing. And so within 1 month of running, he started doing like $500 ads a day. And then he made over $50,000 in 1 month. Right?
Wow.
And then check this out.
You didn't say a year. You said 1 month.
That's right. In 1 month.
1 month.
And so that was, the first 8 months, those were the struggle. But there's once he dialed into the, advertising and how to get traffic to his site, it just exploded. And so he's featured in my book actually as a newbie, right? The book has been out, but that was when he had just started. So for some of the students that are in Monetize Your Skills Academy, I brought him on to interview. Like I said, that was just like maybe a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, actually. So guess what? In now less than 2 years, guess what? He's actually done over $1 million worth in sales online.
Wow. Now that's the type of stories I'll definitely like to hear. It's kind of like the story that I said a couple of weeks ago. No, it was the last week. A week ago, we were talking about the Black Friday and those African-American businesses that did very well. And one of the businesses actually made $1 million over that weekend through social media. just publicizing through social media and selling her business. And that's how she became famous, through social media, creating something called a crayon box. That's a cosmetic product that looks like a crayon. And she made she made $1 million over that weekend. For those who are listening in and tuning into us definitely live, Randrick Chance is actually on the phone with us. His vision is to educate, equip, and empower professional small business owners, ministry leaders, and aspiring entrepreneurs, that's what we're talking about, to monetize their skills by leveraging their education, expertise, and experience into product programs and services online. Mr. Chance, can you tell us exactly where can people find your books and where can they find you?
Okay, awesome. So if you want to get the book Monetize Your Skills, just go to that website, monetizeyoursskills.com, monetizeyoursskills.com. You can pick up a copy there. If you want to learn more about me and what I do, my business, my name is it's a Strategic Secret, strategicsecrets.com. So we have some free training there, some blog posts that people can read and go through and so forth, and you can contact me that way. But strategicsecrets.com, monetizeyoursskills.com, those are the best ways.
Thank you so much for tuning in to us today and being with us here on Interstate Live Radio. We thank you so much. And hearing about your books and all of your expertise is just amazing, because I'm so interested in social media. This is one of the things that I also teach as well as on the university campus. And so for you to be able to put all your expertise and also bring your military background and expound on helping those military men and women that are out there and how to get those resources and how to have a life after the military, we thank you here on Interstate Live for that and doing all that research.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you and thank you so much for what you're doing. And happy holidays and everything. Merry Christmas to everyone out there.
Thank you so much. You have a great day. You're tuned into Interstate Live right here with your girl, Elena Sanders, on 101.9, giving you the hits and so much more. Stay tuned. Stay locked. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're tuned to Interstate Live right here with your girl, Elena Sanders, on 101.9 Interstate Live, giving you the hits and so much more. Let me tell you guys, it's a Merry Christmas. I know we're going through the holidays right now, and you're out there shopping, you're out there doing your thing, you're out there buying gifts and doing so much. But right here on Interstate Live, we like to give you the news, again, that you can use when you are cruising down the interstate or giving us everything that you need. So remember, you can call us at 312-62-2622 and talk to us live right here at the station. But today, guess what? We have a special guest right here on Interstate Live. I'm telling you.
You're cruising down the interstate with Elena Sanders on Interstate Live. Now let's drive.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know a few things. I am excited that Interstate Live is on over 10 networks. Not only do we broadcast live on radio stations, but we are also on all of the podcasts, your favorite podcast apps you may have, like Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, many other Pocket Podcasts, Overcast, Castbox, Radio Public, Stitcher, and the list goes on and on. So you have no choice not to listen to us. If you're not listening to us live, you can also go back and hear all of our shows. So like I said, Interstate Live is the news you can use while you cruise. So you could be cruising down the interstate, listening to your favorite podcast in your car. And guess what? You just type in Interstate Live in the search and all of our information will be there on any of your favorite podcasts. But guess what? I definitely want you to download the Anchor app. And let me tell you why I want you to download the Anchor app. Because if you're not listening to us live and you can't call in, but you have something to say that you really, really got to get out, you can click on voice message on the Anchor app. Once you find Interstate Live Radio, you can click on the voice message. Leave us a message about anything that you've heard on the show. And guess what? Your voice message may be played live over the air. So make sure you leave it. Make sure you speak clearly. Tell us all the information. Tell us your thoughts. And we will put your voice on the air. So remember to download the Anchor app. Hit voice message and leave Interstate Live a message. All right.
We play your new and old R&B, funk, and soul.
taking you all the way back. With the greatest old school hits.
I go to work like a doctor. When I rock the mic, you got to like the way I operate. I make miracles happen just from rapping. I'm so lyrically potent, and I'm floating and exploding on the scene. Mean, I got the potential to make it go then chill. I got the credentials that is the essential to make a rhyme sing chill. Then you know I will fulfill, make a couple of mil as I build a guild for all the rappers to skill and kill the weak rappers with no frill. Hang him in effigy, if he's a sucker, hang him to the left of me, cause my right hand man is my mic stand and the microphone that I own, and my game plan is keep it at a steady pace. Ain't no reason to rush, it ain't no race, I'ma hit the top just when I wanna, and it's a matter of time, and I'm gonna, cause I know when to go ahead, enter the classic Modi rap that sent you running around, holding your head, asking your homeboy, yo man, you heard what he said? Another funky rhythm, look at your man and give him a high five, cause I'm live, running around with him, telling everybody hanging out on the block, it's time to wake up and check the clock. Punch it. I go to work. I go to work. I go to work. Like an architect, I build a rhyme, sometimes it climbs so erect. Skyscrapers look like atoms, cars, electrons, rolling in patterns, writing out word after word. With each letter, it becomes visibly better, cause my foundation built a nation of rappers. And after I came off vacation, I came to roam the land to own, stand alone on the microphone. Daddy's home, so open the door, playtime is over. Time to go to work, work to show the suckers in the place who run their face a taste of the bass and who's the ace, start the race. I'm coming in first. With each verse I build a curse, so rappers can't capture Modi's rapture. And after I have to slap you senseless with endless rhymes. Don't pretend this is anything short of stupendous. And when this rhyme is done, your mind will become so trapped in the rap you lust another one. But you gotta wait, it takes time. I don't write, I build a rhyme. Draw the plans, draft the diagrams, and architect an effect and it slams. And if it's weak when I'm done, renovate and build another one. I go to work. I go to work. I go to work. like a boxer. Train the brain and aim to outfox you like a punch. My rhyme rocks you, sometimes it knocks you so hard it stops you dead in your track. So power packed, before you can react, you're flat on your back. Down for the count, get up and dismount, cause I'm coming with an endless amount of rhymes in a hurry, like a flurry, a collage, a camouflage, a power punch. But don't worry, knowledge is an antidote. I got hands that smoke, writing at the speed of light with insight. I wrote rhymes on a level so you can't relate unless you're intelligent, so stay away. Sleepwalkers, slick talkers, this time a native New Yorkers, riding a crescendo wave to say the mental state of the fan so he can understand my pencil's writing the rhyme in its highest form. And I'ma drop it on you like a bomb, and when it explodes, I'll blow up. A few casualties, but so what if you slow, you blow, you know you go. I flow on pro, I go to work. Is ludicrous. Whoever said it must be new to this. When you hear me, you'll compare me to a prophet for profit, not merely putting words together for recreation. Each rhyme's a dissertation. You wanna know my occupation? I get paid to rock the nation. I go to work. I go to work.
Let me tell you about an exciting event, a motivational event, an event that's going to get you where you need to be, especially as fitness and dance professionals. The MOVE Convention, hosted in New Orleans 2019, August 2nd through the 4th, the first ever fitness convention that's going to be held in Louisiana. For those who don't know about Louisiana, Louisiana is in the top 5 of obesity in the United States of America. Partnering with the New Orleans Convention Bureau, this convention is going to be top notch, where you're going to have fitness education for fitness professionals, as well as fitness, nutrition, and wellness education for the public. Dance professionals can come and get information, get your career education units, your career education credits, all at the MOVE Convention, hosted at the wonderful, historic Astor Hotel that's located on Canal and Bourbon Street in the French Quarters of New Orleans. So you don't want to miss that. Go to MoveStayFit.com. That's MoveStayFit.com. Register, check out the presenters, and many more are being added. The MOVE Convention, MoveStayFit.com, in New Orleans, August 2nd through the 4th.
We are the W.N. Walker Agency. Whether you're looking to purchase an investment property for the first time or just looking to add on to a large portfolio, we can help. We secure private money funding from sources for investors all over the United States. Our programs are very flexible and provide you access to funding with minimum credit requirements. Whether you're looking for commercial or residential, refinance, or even a direct purchase, we can make it happen for you. Reach out to us online at www.wnwalker.com or call us directly or even text at 212-390-1198. We look forward to servicing you and getting you the loan to fund your dreams.
More music, more variety, more style.
It's Interstate Live with Elena Sanders.
to me till I just can't take no more. Come on and do me, baby, like you never done before. Oh, I want you now. I just can't wait no more. Can't wait. Oh. Here we are, looking for a reason for you to lay me down. But a love like ours is never out of season. So baby, please stop teasing me. What you do, I could never love no other. You're the best I ever had. Whenever we're not close to one another, I just want you so bad. So do it, baby, like you never done before. No, no. Ooh, give it to me till I just can't take no more. Come on, do me, baby, like you never done before. Ooh, I want you now. I just can't wait no more. I said, give it to me. This game is too strong. You make me wait too long. I want you now. You're leaving me no choice. Okay. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit there and watch? Alright. You sure you don't wanna close your eyes? Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then don't get me now. Since you with me now, just say you bring it fast. I know you think the way I'm superstar. People see me around. The people gather around. The people jump around.
Keep me clean. Keep me warm. Keep my soul away from harm. Keep the night. Keep the day. Keep the in-between away.
That's your shit. People don't know. Me and Timber and hot 20 years ago. What the dealio? Know what the dealio? You from the bottom, me then dip. Got the feeling, son. Let me throw you some. People, here I come. Sweat me when I'm done. We got the radio shook like we got a gun.
Oh, that second. Oh, the time. Oh, that picture in your mind. Oh, the smoke. Oh, the fire. Oh, all that now you desire.
Hush your mouth. Silence when I spit it out. In your face. Open your mouth. Give you the taste. Ain't no stopping me. Copy it, so don't copy me. Y'all do it. Stop me. And y'all can't come close to me. I know you feel me now. I know you with me now. I scream it loud and proud. This is going going down. People won't put me down. Send it out of town. Cause I'm the back around. Sit the crazy down.
Show me trust. Show me love. Show me heaven up above. Show your soul. Show your mind. Show it to me all the time.
Bitch, me, sound chick. You're listening to Interstate Live with Elena Sanders.
Promise not to do it again. I promise not to do it. You can't say I don't love you just because I cheat on you. 'Cause you can't see all I do, keep you from knowing the things I do. Like erase my phone won't lie. I promise to act right. Say we over. You can't tell me I can't have you. I can't have that. I know that I love you. Know that I love you. Know that I love you. Johnny, know that he love you. This is the last time. This is the last time. This is the last time. Don't make me over. Don't leave me, baby. You got to be faithful. You know I try. Baby, you are number one. Baby, you are number one. We ain't over. It ain't over, baby. We ain't over. You don't need to go. It's not over. We ain't over. We ain't over. Oh, it's gonna be all right now. Don't go now.
Do you like to dance? Do you love fitness? Do you love music and all the latest movements and tunes and grooves that are out there, and always thought about being a fitness instructor, but wasn't really sure on how to go about doing that? But don't wait any longer. You need to check out Get Pulse Fitness. That's getpulse.com, www.getpulse.com. Nationally accredited fitness brand, independently owned by yours truly right here, Elena Sanders. Make sure you go to getpulse.com. You can become a fitness instructor today, whether it's online setting or you can do a live training. Let me tell you a little bit about Get Pulse. Get Pulse is not only a nationally accredited fitness brand, it is internationally known, as well as its own music, own choreography, mixes, and so much more. We teach instructors how to be successful in their classes by educating them on the body, as well as engaging their students, choreography, on cueing, so much more. Check out getpulse.com today.
You're tuned into the Interstate Live with Elena Sanders, bringing you all the hits and so much more. Now let's get started.
It's about that time. It's about that time. It's a time that I don't like to come to because I don't want to leave you guys. I just love chatting it up with you, giving you information, laughing, just having a good time. We at Interstate Live are just excited to have this show, for one, and to have great listeners, followers like you. Reminding you guys, we want to hear from you. Download those apps. We want you to tune in live. We definitely want you to do that. Okay. But if you have to listen to the rebroadcast, download one of your favorite podcast apps, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts. You know, there's so many, but we definitely need you to download the Anchor app. Let me tell you why we need to download the Anchor app, because we want you to leave a message while you're listening to the broadcast. If you can't talk to us live and you can't listen live, you may be at work, or, you know, if you're at work and listening, shout out to all of my 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. But if you are at work, you know, thank you so much. But if you happen to be at work after we are live, you know, you can always listen to the rebroadcast. That's the great thing about technology, right? So you can download one of your favorite apps. But if you download Anchor and you want to have a response and you say, dang, I wish I could call in, you can. So download the Anchor app, ANCHOR, and you can listen to our rebroadcast there as well. But you can leave us a message and we will play that message live. You know, keep it clean, you guys. Keep it clean. We will play that message live. So if you want to hear yourselves and you want to respond to something that we said, or if you just want to give us encouragement, because we need that over here. We need, you know, everybody loves encouragement, and the encouragers need to be encouraged too. So feel free to do that. But thank you again. I told you every time I get a mic, I'm going to thank you. So for tuning in to us, staying tuned, staying locked, being you, the wonderful selves that you are. Interstate Live it is. See you soon.